And we are live, guys. Joe Rogan and shit.
And we are live.
Oh, we're rolling.
Let's get it going.
Let me introduce myself. I'm Joel.
I'm Fernando.
It's Jose.
I'm also Fernando.
You want to start out the first topic? It's work. It's work content, guys.
It's work content. It's real out here.
Mm.
You gotta start, Fernando, now.
About work? I have shit ton of stories. That place is
scary story.
That place has got some shit going on.
Let's get into
the
it.
Topic one, all right? When you get into a job, right, you expect your paycheck and your employment, everything to be 100% get paid for what you work for, okay? This is not the case.
Mm-hmm.
So you feel like they've sketched you out in a couple of hours?
They've robbed the shit out of me.
They adjusted. They definitely adjusted.
I feel like they round it. They don't fully give you what you work. I feel like they round it. I feel like it's pretty sketchy. I feel like we have funds and sometimes we don't.
I feel like it's the most organized, unorganized fucking workplace ever. Like, the crimes that they're committing is organized. Like, I feel like if I go up and be like, hey, where's the rest of my money? Like, you're robbing me. Like, I worked 7 hours today and he paid me for 4.
They're going to be like, oh shit, we mistaked it with the other Fernando.
Yeah, no, they'll fire my ass.
Hey, the other Fernando's in the back like, oh fuck, no wonder I've been getting a little bit of extra hours on my check.
Yeah.
Also, too, let's talk about, is it haunted, you know, like the scenario that's going on in the warehouse?
Is the warehouse haunted?
Yeah. The other Fernando he's been touched.
By the ghost and also just regularly.
Alright, Fernando, give us a couple
Tell
stories.
about the shit that kind of popped out, you know?
On the window?
Yeah. You guys were in lunch or?
No, we were going home.
We were leaving already.
Yeah,
we were leaving already.
We were dipping, but we stopped outside because we started talking.
Yeah.
And I was the only one that was facing the window. They were facing what, like, towards
facing
the
like
parking lot and shit?
Bro.
Yeah.
We were already out.
And I was looking up, and I looked up at the window, and like, it looked like a girl that was like peeking over a box, just ducked immediately. She's like, whoop. And I was like, ooh, nah, nobody's little kid is here. Like,
yeah, it's kind of
weird. There's no
like
cleaning lady that's up there hiding. Like,
yeah,
that shit was terrifying. It was like, whoop. And then you guys,
we were just fucking roast, you know, bro. We were ending his life right there. We were just like, man, you're tripping, bro.
And it's like 3 stories, right?
It's 3 stories, and
the top one, because
yeah.
different companies, they work right there.
They work, yeah. Different.
And then the 3rd floor, there's like no one in the office right there.
The 3rd floor is like for the trailers, for the truck drivers, like the companies that work. But it's like at that hour, it was like 2 a.m., 3 a.m. There's no way no one could be there. It's like it's hours where no janitor's working. But it's like, who knows?
And that box that flew at you, like,
the ghost trying to beat you up.
Take me out.
Not to mention, guys, today's sponsor, Ultra. You know.
Michelob Ultra. Please sponsor us.
Trying to keep it low, you know.
We got a
lifetime supply of beer.
And that box just flew out from the rack.
Yeah, so I was working. So I was at one end of the reefer, like all the way on this side, and towards the end by the door, I just hear like a loud ass just boom, loud, and I'm like, what the hell was that? I'm the only one here.
Yeah.
And I look and there's a box and there's shit everywhere. I'm like, if I would have been on that side,
I feel like
his body like this.
He would have been knocked frozen.
Where the fuck is Fernando?
Bro, he's in the cooler fucking laid the fuck out, bro.
I come back from taking the pallets and he's like, hey, Fern, he's like, come here. He's like, a fucking box, bro. The ghost trying to kill me. He's like,
I feel like
try to reenact it, bro. He's like, I was over here putting the shit up, and I looked over, bang, that shit hit the floor, bro.
I feel like that wasn't paranormal. I feel like maybe like we stacked it wrong and it fell. I feel like it might have. I feel like
supervisor and you.
I feel like
and shit. You guys stacked it wrong.
I feel like it's not true. If you guys have ever looked up power of inertia, okay. If all the vibration on the pallet is set and it's already set in on the racks, there's no way it can move.
There's no way it can move. Yeah, that is true. That is fucking true.
Unless there's like an external.
Unless there's like a ghost up there in the racks and just fucking
Yeah,
throwing
I'm telling
boxes
you,
at everyone.
Hey,
what have they
Hey,
said?
bro.
They've said that they hear a woman. They
Yeah.
hear a couple
What's the
arguing.
story
That
behind
they've
that?
seen a woman on the racks.
Cause the homie told me this story, guys. He told me, all right, so some dude was like getting a pallet in the back. It was a spot. This was before years ago.
Way
right?
before.
Way back,
Way before
way
there
back.
was even racks up there in
Yeah,
produce.
way back. I guess this dude was like getting a pallet jack. Or
Yeah.
he was
No. I think the
Yeah.
pallet jacks were over there back in the day.
Yeah.
And he was getting
So
something.
everything's
over
way
there.
different, so there was more
Yeah.
space, no rack covering it. And this dude, I guess he goes to the back. Then he sees a white lady, a white lady, a lady in white,
Yeah.
white dress, and
Either
I guess
one would be
like,
scary.
Yeah.
and it looked like transparent, like her face and all that, like every ghost,
Yeah.
supposedly looks like that. And the ghost tells that one dude, he's like, "What are you doing here? Get out of here!" And I guess like when he was telling everyone at work, they're roasting on him.
Yeah, they were roasting on him.
Oh, you
but-
stupid, bro!
Yeah.
And it's like just
Yeah.
roasting.
Yeah, they were just because like we work with a bunch of savages. We work with a bunch of dudes that are just like roast. It's like a constant like roast battle right there. So
I'm getting roasted.
you can't really,
Everyone's getting
you
roasted.
can't really like say like stuff like that because they won't believe you.
And I guess like his
Probably 'cause
face
they don't
was
want to
like
believe
he was
you.
just
They're
Yeah.
like, nah.
I find it crazy how this ghost is like this girl
Yeah,
is only having encounters with males.
that
Men
is
are
Like,
true.
bro, I think she's trying to give up some ghost pussy.
Probably,
How would that be like?
how would that experience?
I don't
be
know,
like?
bro.
I feel
No
like-
one's ever had it.
I feel like clapping some
Clapping
ghost
some
street.
ghost street?
So what movie was it?
Yeah,
Where the
bro.
guys got their shit sucked by a ghost. It was Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters.
Bro,
It happened in
what
one
we
of the
gotta do,
scenes.
bro? We gotta tell our warehouse, the main owner, and be like, "Hey, this is Joe Bagans, like, get some ghost adventures.
This is Ghost Adventures.
We gotta-
This is Aaron, and this is just investigation overnight, 8
Overnight
hours,
investigations.
Bro, when I would go in on Sundays, bro, at 10 a.m. So I would go in. So right now at 10 a.m., those are working right now.
Yeah, they are.
We're gonna start.
It's
we're
that
gonna,
one shift.
We're gonna start the first fucking ghost porn industry. bro.
Ghost porn
Bro,
industry.
A lot of money. There's a lot of money in
There's a
there,
lot of
bro,
money in
to
that
be
porn
made,
industry.
honestly. But it's like, dude, when I used to go in on that time on Sundays, so I would take a piss around like 3 a.m., man. And I'll just get this constant, like, in the restroom, no one's there, bro. This constant feeling like someone's watching me, bro.
Are you talking about that restroom in the
back,
produce?
yeah. In the back in produce,
The one
bro.
they closed?
Yeah, the one they closed, bro.
Yeah, that
I would
one
take a
was-
piss right there, bro, like at 3 a.m., those haunted hours, 3 a.m.?
Yeah, supposedly,
And
yeah.
I'll take a piss, bro, and I feel like something's watching me, bro, Just get that, like, just kind of looking in my shoulders, bro. It's like, it's weird, that weird feeling, bro,
And you're not alone though. Like my other coworker, like another guy, I remember he says that he'd be working, he'd be putting pallets up. Remember that we work in a refrigeration,
Mhm.
so it's cold in there.
It's a warehouse, guys.
It's a warehouse, and it's there's a guy that he'd be putting pallets up, and he'd be hearing like a lady giggle, lady
Giggle.
laugh,
That's what I heard during.
like, and he's saying like the best thing that he would do is just ignore her. He'll just try to be like,
because let's say you try to remember, like, we those days, we watch a lot of, like,
We
back
watch
in
a
the day,
lot
bro,
of
a lot of
fucking,
ghost
a lot of ghost
stories,
adventures.
ghost videos,
It's not-
just talk about it. And it's best not to interact with it,
Yeah,
not to
no.
interact with the ghost, or else
just
it's gonna
ignore
follow
it.
you.
Just
because
ignore it.
if you interact with it, you're giving it energy to
Yeah.
latch
to
onto.
manifest and stuff.
Yeah.
That's what I heard.
Like
bro.
there was another
Yeah.
guy. It's kind of weird, bro, because it's like not a lot of people could invent that same story. The white girl, because there's another manager. He doesn't really come outside. The guy that was your manager, Fernando. He says that every time he would take his little smoke breaks, he would go on top, take his smoke breaks up there, and he said that he would always see the same thing: a white girl, white transparent girl.
Yeah.
It was all the time that he would see it, and he already like the first time he said he got scared, but it just kept doing so repetitive that he just got used to it.
Yeah.
Who knows if he's lying? Who knows if he's telling the truth? But it's like
We should talk to the janitor or something.
The janitors.
Well, there was a
Those are the
janitor.
All the
There was a
janitors.
janitor that quit. Remember
yeah,
the one that saw the
janitor
girl?
Oh
quit,
yeah.
Ooh.
There was the story that he told me is one of our janitors. He's a little older. We got this young guy. He was probably like 25, 26. And he was cleaning you know how cleaning it, taking all the fucking wrap out. And he was just, who knows if he was on drugs. We don't know the guy. But he said that when he was cleaning it, he looked just
Girls
looking at him.
Mhm.
Crawled, bro.
crawled like
Just fucking looking at him. He said he fucking got out of there and he told the manager, he's like, you can fire me, you can do whatever the fuck you want. Don't put me in that cooler again. They moved him to produce a couple
which
weeks.
cooler?
It was cooler. The first one, 11 and 12. Coolers, the ones we work at.
Yeah, see, that's where I.
That's what everybody
That's where
says that should
everyone
happen.
hears the girl.
Yeah.
So it's like not everyone could be inventing that shit.
So
It's
at work we hear. So people mention they see shadows.
they see shadows.
Like shadows of people walking by, like
Yeah.
figures walking by.
Yeah, like our previous manager. I have one story. I haven't been contacted or anything like that, but there's one story when me and my previous manager, we were cleaning, bro. And he was going one cooler, I was going one cooler. But he didn't see me that I overlapped him. So he didn't know that I was behind him. And I guess like I was behind him, he was kind of like in back of me. So we had our backs basically backed up, but he didn't know. And he goes up and he's like, Jose. And he starts walking away from me. He's like, Jose. And then he's like, he turns around and I'm like, what's up, Ruben? I'm right behind you. And he's like, no, I just saw someone walk by. And I'm like, no, I've been behind you. Like, I overlapped you. And he's like, oh, I have goosebumps right now. He walked out of that cooler. I had to go do everything by myself. It's some people are really delicate when it comes to that paranormal. It's like
they get all spooked.
Like that janitor, every time I come in on early, because on Mondays I come in early, he always has a story. It's not just like it happens every month, every week. It's repetitive. And I feel like him, because he's so like, he believes in it and he kind of like wants to like follow it. It just happens, and it happens to him every day. He has a new story. So either he's a good liar, or he's a fucking
making shit up.
He's making shit up, or he's like
I don't think he's making it up.
I feel like
we have multiple stories similar
occasions.
It's like
everybody,
same area.
Everybody has a story. Like I saw something, I heard something.
Yeah.
Bro. We were verifying that load that day when you weren't there, bro.
Yeah.
And I looked over, and I swear I seen like a whole body figure behind
the coolers,
the crab flakes, bro.
Fuck that.
And I looked at Fernando and I was like, I looked back at it, bro, and it was gone.
Yeah, that was the day I didn't come in, huh?
Yeah, I was there, and he looked like, you could tell his face. It was like, nah, bro. Like I saw something. Nah.
Bro, I looked all around that pallet and I didn't see anybody right there.
And it's kind of creepy because it's like no janitors is cleaning during our hours. So there's no way that we could be like, oh, it's a janitor cleaning, because no janitors come inside the cool.
And they don't come out hours too, right?
They're all out. They're all focusing on one department, which is not ours.
Yeah.
Which
is mainly produce.
Yeah.
They make big ass messes.
Yeah. They don't give a fuck either. They just do it just cause.
And what's the history? Remember some dude was racing. And
isn't there two stories?
There's a couple stories to us.
I've heard two.
You tell one story. I'll tell the one that they haven't heard.
Well, the ones I've heard were from the office people, like Marisol and like the people that worked in the office back then.
Yeah.
Supposedly, I think it was like a wife and her husband.
Yeah.
And like that I don't know, I think it was that he killed her or something like that. He killed her here.
Yeah.
And I've heard that he killed her here and that she committed suicide. So I heard two stories.
I heard that.
But it's a lady.
I heard similar. I heard one. Back in the day, back a couple 4 or 5 years ago, you guys will remember the days when it was Honda, Acuras, like that was the shit. Like Fast and the Furious came out, like everyone wanted to race cars. This dude from Texas, bro, I don't know how he had the word from it, but he got the confirmation, like you come to a super, we'll give you a job, we'll give you top pay. Keep in mind, he barely had a family. He barely had a daughter. He had a wife. He was like, man, that's a good opportunity. He went to a super. He was working there. He had a clean BMW. Some dude from produce went up to him. He's like, "What's up, bro? You have that BMW? Let me race you." He fell into peer pressure. He didn't have to race. He didn't have to like race him. He had to prove anything to him, bro. But there's a little high, kind of like a little like a straightaway where everyone races.
Yeah,
we've raced a couple times. Fucking, we've done stupid shit. And this dude was taking off with the other guy. And since he was new, he didn't know that there was a bump there. And when he took that bump sent him into a pole, bro. Killed him. Died on impact. That's one story. But he didn't die at the warehouse, so it couldn't be him. But there was another, there's two stories. There's this two, because back in the day, supposedly it was a makeup warehouse where makeup products were sold. And this dude left his girlfriend for another girl. and I guess like she hanged herself at the warehouse. And there's footage of that. There's footage of the ghost.
Oh, there's a ghost.
There's a ghost video at the distribution center where we work at. So it's like that's one story, and the other story is that this girl was cheating on her husband, but her caught her and her like fucking side piece in the car.
Yeah.
He went in there, just guns blazing, killed both of them, bro.
Wow.
These are stories that I heard barely entering.
Well, I heard I guess like they were backing up a truck, and I guess the husband ran over the wife like that, bro.
I did not hear that
Yeah,
one.
did you haven't heard that one?
I haven't heard that one.
Crushed
bro.
her. That's what I heard, and it's on camera too, and they have the video. I guess
At the
Well,
distribution
we
where
can
they
at
work
least
at?
like
Yeah, I guess they
I
all
like,
agree
don't
that
worry.
whatever the fuck is there is a
It's
girl.
Something's,
It's a girl.
we can
It's a
all
girl.
agree. Case closed.
That
Pretty
it's
sure
a girl.
haunted, yeah.
Something
There's
happened to some girl, and she's
Yeah, because she's. But it's
trying
kind
to fucking throw boxes at people.
It's ruined their
tell you
day and
guys.
shit. Like,
Yeah.
bro.
One time I was in the back talking to Nacho, and Nacho was telling me, he was like, every time I'm back here, I'll be back here by myself doing pallets, and I'll get a pickup on the radio of a girl laughing.
Ooh.
You know
And,
what?
The
Yeah.
frequency.
I've heard that.
Frequency, bro.
He was
Yeah.
he would tell me, he was like, sometimes we'll get pickups from the truck drivers,
Yeah.
there's another warehouse that sometimes it'll pick up, but he says very rare, and it's a male's voice that he hears when it's the other warehouse that he gets.
Yeah, because usually.
But we were talking,
Yeah.
and we were talking about it. He was like, yeah, every time I hear it, I just laugh back at it, just try to ignore it.
Yeah, because that's.
And we heard, and then it picked up again. It picked up. Yeah, it was a girl laughing. She was like giggling,
Goosebumps, huh?
but it was like you can hear two. It was like more than one girl.
Bro.
Because when the homie told me that story at the gym, bro, I was like getting little goosebumps.
And keep in mind, the boy that we know, our boy,
Yeah.
he's been at us
for a while, bro.
at the distribution center for a couple of years, bro. I believe 6 years, bro.
6 years.
Yeah, because it's like there's another manager because where we work at, there's sensors. This is the last story because we're getting too deep into this.
Yeah.
But there's a manager. No one likes him. You've worked under him. You worked under him. He's an asshole.
Yeah.
But because where we work at, we got to keep in mind that it's a motion sensor.
Mhm.
He was there by himself. No one was there, and he was saying that when he looked at the restroom where you've had encounters.
Mhm.
He said that each little rack he saw the motion sensor, the light turn on. So they were all off, and it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, just turning on simultaneously, like if someone was
What time
like if
was
someone
this?
was walking.
Something was walking. I've seen that in produce.
Yeah, in produce it happens.
Like late, when I used to do pallets.
Yeah.
Like Saturdays and shit, when
Mhm.
everyone was gone, I'd be in there, and everything is off except for the fucking area where I'm working. And I've seen the lights turn on towards that, that turn, the one that leads towards the restrooms, in order, like that.
It could be like. We could be like, we got to keep in mind that we do work a lot of hours in there.
Yeah.
We do
Mm.
12s, we do
But
13s. Yeah, we have stuff
Motion
going on.
sensor is a motion sensor.
But
bro.
yeah, motion sensor. I gotta, yeah. So it's like, who knows? It could be haunted, but a lot of similar stories have happened.
Yeah.
So we got to keep that in mind when talking about the paranormal.
We'll
network.
settle it. Case closed. Haunted.
What do you guys think?
It's haunted,
I say
bro.
haunted
You
for
know,
sure.
stay tuned for the next story.
So next,
Well,
The next
gonna go-
recording
we're
will be
gonna
us
go-
up there in the room.
We're gonna go further.
we're gonna go ghost hunting. I feel like it is haunted.
Yeah, if
We'll probably do our homework. And tell more guys and
More
get
people.
stories
we
out of
should
it.
Yeah,
we should
more
get
stories.
we should get a priest in there at night
priest?
and see
Bro,
or
our-
an exorcist, somebody who connects
I heard
with the other side.
my
and then
family
go
did
in
that
there.
once to one of
Yeah.
the rooms. Yeah,
Your
because
house?
no, not one of my families in Mexico. Because there was like a room that a lot of shit had started happening out of nowhere. So they got a priest, and the priest they didn't tell him anything. They just told him, "Oh, our house is haunted. Some shit's going on."
Also, he didn't know what was going on.
He didn't know the room specifically. He didn't know
He already
anything.
knew. He already
Yeah.
knew.
You know,
They
When
know
he
that.
started
They
walking,
know that.
when he started walking around, he was like, "What's in this room?" And the lady was like, "Fuck, that's
She
the
knew.
room. She was
Yeah.
like, what do you mean, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, there's something in this room that's evil. And then
Ooh.
when he walked in the room, that he like curled up.
What
like
the?
Yeah, like
Someone was attacking him? Or
something was
like a
attacking him.
hard.
But it was like,
No,
like
those are accusations from like a demon or a ghost, a bad spirit that's letting you know that he doesn't want you there.
Oh.
well,
That
he said that,
he
yeah,
knows
when
that you're
walked
there,
in,
and he knows that you're trying to corrupt it to leave, compel it to leave, and it's saying that this is his domain and he doesn't want you there.
So he'll try to like do anything for that priest to get out of there.
Yeah.
I've seen a couple movies like
Sees it
that.
as a threat.
Sees it as a threat.
It
Yeah.
is
He
a
said
big
whatever-
it's a big threat.
whatever was there,
Big threat.
he had pointed behind a dresser, and he's like, whatever's there is right there. And they checked, and there was like, it was like a poster, but of a skull, like a really scary looking
What?
skull. I guess the kid had it in his room or whatever, but that's like what it attached to. It was like a scary ass like skull poster, and the
And
priest was
what
like,
did they do? They like burned it or what?
no, I'm sure he did like his little
There's a little like
Jesus rituals or whatever. I'm not religious, no offense, but
no, not intended.
he did like his rituals or whatever, and he cleansed that poster, and then like
and everything was just back to
everything
normal.
went away. Yeah,
Just the power.
but
of God,
imagine
bro.
like just fucking
Held
the
it.
priest. I'm not religious, like I said,
But how did he know?
that's what I'm saying. For him to just go into the house and be like, "There's something in this room," and
That's how
then
you could call.
the second he goes into the room, he fucking like tightens up and shit. He said that that the priest had like tightened up, and he was like like that, like
He was getting like he was getting like a freaking
I don't
like
know.
a muscle spasm.
He was getting muscled up, bro.
Muscled up, bro.
Muscled up, man.
He was getting bodied up. It was like two demons just fucking going 6-second bodies with him, bro.
It's crazy, bro, how people just think like, oh, like there's no such thing as heaven or hell, bro, or
So what do
or
you?
demons or ghosts, like they don't believe in it. Like say like something paranormal happens to you, and you're like calling the cops, you know, like somebody's in
But
my
what
house,
can they
but it's a
do?
ghost, like,
Yeah.
and when it comes down to it, a physical evidence, bro, like there really isn't unless you get an actual like
Yeah,
physical mental image
yeah.
face to face with it.
But it's kind of messed up. Like when they just like make fun of those people, or like
Yeah.
they tell them like they discredit them. Like
Yeah.
oh fake,
You're crazy.
or you're
Like,
crazy.
on those type of occasions, let's say you have like a demon in the house, you have something paranormal
What
going
can
on.
you
Who do you
do?
call?
Who
You
do
know,
you
you
Ghostbusters.
call the
bro,
cops.
you're gonna
Yeah.
call those
Call
Ghostbusters, bro.
Yeah, and it's
You gotta call a priest,
crazy.
you know, or
You gotta call
paranormal
a
investigators.
priest.
Yeah, it's crazy how people think that like, oh, my house is haunted or whatever, you know. Oh, I'll just pack up my things and leave.
But it's gonna follow you, bro.
And it's crazy, but no, I don't know if a lot of people know this, but demons or ghosts or any of those, like they don't latch on to specific like
Objects?
places. They attach to people.
No.
Yeah,
That's
so
crazy.
no matter where you go,
Sometimes objects
where you
too, right?
hide,
I heard it. Yeah, I heard it's
yes,
objects.
they can latch onto an object, but as soon as they interact with the spirit, with I think it's called an orb or an orb.
Okay.
So, yeah,
I think it's an orb, bro. It's an orb.
Yeah. Okay. So each of us have orbs, and that's basically what people call your soul, and that's what they latch onto. As soon as they interact with an orb or a soul,
Yeah.
they immediately are set free from that object, and they're latched on you.
So kind of like they feed off of it, kind of in a way. Then?
Yeah. Like they don't like to be recorded.
I heard they don't.
They don't. Yeah.
What's that one movie? It Follows? It Follows.
Oh, yeah.
It follows. That's
It's
a
about ghost
trippy
STDs.
movie.
I haven't seen it though. I gotta watch it.
It's like you just gotta keep like it's just a bunch of orgies, bro. You gotta keep having sex. Like if one person has it, you gotta have sex with another person so they can give it to them. And it's just like it's a weird ass movie.
If you don't get
bro.
laid, doesn't it kill you? And then
it kills you.
It starts working
Yeah.
backwards.
Yeah, it just
until it kills everybody.
Mhm.
until it's just like So
Yeah,
you're just gonna have
it's
to.
crazy. Like only if you. It's crazy because it's out there, and if you haven't had sex with that person who it's latched onto, like you can't see it.
Mhm.
And as soon as you have sex with that person, you're
It's
like
coming for you, bro.
it just like unlocks. unlocks
Super
the
Saiyan,
feature,
bro.
Like,
He's just coming for you, bro.
like,
it's a weird. We could all agree though, it's a weird movie.
It is weird,
It's
but
weird.
I like how it was like heavily detailed.
Yeah, like it had a backstory, bro. It wasn't just like, oh, it's a demon, just it wants you to clap cheeks. Like,
Yeah.
okay,
I was about to ask you too. With your name's Jose or Jose?
it's confirmed. It's Jose.
Jose?
I'm half Brazilian.
Did I tell you that one story? That one kid in my sociology class?
No.
Alright, so check this out, dude. So first day of school, so teacher just learning names, she just like she calls out mine, Joel, are you here? Like, yeah, I'm here, Sometimes teachers they call me like Joel, Juel, in Spanish.
Yeah.
And then I guess like so she called like, Jose, are you here?
Yeah.
So kid was like, pardon?
Oh no!
It's Jose, and I was like, fuck, I look around and it's like some food glasses, I feel like
It's like those dudes that like have a bachelor's in like Hispanic studies, bro.
School shooter in the way, and I'll just look at the teacher like, hey, you better call him Jose, bro, because next Thursday he's gonna take out a little Magnum, glass, like I felt kind of scared too. I was backpacking and shit, just looking at him like, don't trigger this fool, like I'm good, Call him whatever you want to be called.
But then that gets out of hand, bro.
Yeah.
Sometimes like I was in a class, bro, and like they call your name and stuff, and some guy named Tom, bro. He was like,
call me something.
He's like, call me CJ, bro. Like, what the fuck does that have to do with anything, bro? Like, if you give them that power, bro, like they'll start making up some weird names, bro. Like, it's cool, like if your name's like Juan and like call me something else,
He always had like type of kids always gotta throw in their 2 cents,
There's
like,
always
the teacher. He was like one of those dudes. I was just like whatever, bro. As long as you're not fucking with me, like I'm all good, bro.
Yeah, that's true.
Life is good,
You got something to add, Fernando? You got a couple stories, bro.
Man, I got hundreds of stories, especially from high school. But had this kid, and his name was Jose.
Yeah, it's fucking Jose, bro.
And he was like, they try to put him in an ELA class, English language only, or association or something like that. They didn't think that he knew how to speak proper English, bro.
Oh.
And he was like, just because I come from a school that's SSO, Spanish speaking only.
Yeah.
And he was like, my parents, they've been citizens for 12 years now. He was like, I forgot how to speak Spanish.
He was furious, bro. He was furious.
And the teacher, she starts speaking to him in Spanish,
bro.
Like telling him to calm down, like it's okay.
And she was probably like a white big lady.
Yeah, she's white, bro. And he was like, I don't even know what the fuck you're saying right now. And he was like, I'm American. And she looks back at him. She's like, sir, no, you're not.
Oh, no.
Oh, my God.
She's like, if you're born in America, then you're American. You are a Mexican. She's like, you're like, you immigrated here, and then you got your papers. We got your file.
Oh, she was like, all right, bro.
I'll pull it up right now.
Yeah, bro. She got in trouble. Like,
hey, sometimes teachers are out of pocket, bro. I had this teacher, bro.
Straight out of pocket.
This teacher, bro. She was big, bro. When I'm talking about big, she was big. Remember the teacher at Oaks, Miss Hera?
Oh yeah, she was big,
bro. She was. Yeah. She'll give you This is how big she was, bro. She'll give you extra credit if you would pick up the trash, like, because she couldn't pick it up, bro. Her belly was so big, bro, that she couldn't bend down, bro.
I had a couple stories of
her, and then her, bro, she was
a big lady, man.
I was I'm not gonna say I was a bad kid. I was a bad kid growing up. I was an asshole. I was a little asshole. Yeah. And I was just disrupting the class, just causing a ruckus, bro, and I was just being a dick. Yeah. And she goes up to me. She's like, Jose, go to the back. If you keep it up like that, you're not going to graduate high school and you're going to grow up mowing lawns, bro. Mm. I swear she told me that, bro. Hey, keep in mind, guys, I'm Mexican, bro. Yeah. So she went there, bro. She's like, if you don't graduate and all that, like, if you don't fucking get your shit together, you're going to grow up fucking mowing lawns, bro. I was like, damn. In my head, I'm like, man, I'm pretty sure mowing lawns makes more than fucking teacher, bro.
Let's say you have your own mowing company, mowing lawns, and you make it bang. And like, dude, about this teacher too, bro. Like, she's not like, just a regular regular school. She went to, I think it was Stanford, bro.
Oh yeah,
she went to Stanford or Princeton. She had like her little.
Yeah.
Oh, she was doctor.
She was a doctor.
Oh,
yeah, she was, bro.
But she's working right there in the Oaks Middle School, bro. It's like, fuck, and she has a shitload of debt too. Let's talk about that too. College debt right now.
College debt.
Okay.
College debt.
If you're trying to get into a specific occupation and you go into school for it, make sure that occupation and that your education is guaranteed. Okay, like straight out of high school, I wanted to go to UTI. Okay,
yeah.
UTI Master Mechanic.
Okay,
that loan alone is 75,000.
You gotta look your first entry job. How much were they about to pay you out of school? How much?
Yeah.
Okay, well, if you graduate from the school, it's hard.
Yeah,
if you go and you talk to the technicians there and all the teachers there, they're all saying, none of the people out of high school ever make it. It's like 5% of our straight out of high school students fail. And they fail, and like you get discouraged. Like,
yeah,
you got to make sure. And he's like, the 5% that did make it, that went through, they got hired from you get hired to big companies like Ford, Ferrari.
But is it? Sorry to interrupt you, bro. But is it promised, bro, that when you graduate, you're getting that job?
You get how do you say it? Like, you get partnered for them for I think it's like 30 days, and if they like you, they keep you. If they don't, you're back to square one again.
Damn.
All you have is your certifications saying you're a master mechanic, you got taught at UTI, you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Okay, but you are promised a 30-day trial with those big companies, and if they like you, they keep you. If not, like I said, you're on your own with the certification.
They test you. A lot of companies, when you first get hired, they kind of test you out too.
Well, yeah, that's everywhere.
For 2 weeks, they're like, we like you.
That's everywhere besides distribution centers
where we work. I remember my interview.
You're gonna start picking. Get those heavy boxes and put those shits on a pallet.
It's kind of like going to agencies. Like, you go to an agency and they test you, and they scale you and they see what you got, and they kind of throw you in random companies, and if they like you, they keep you. If not, they pretty much use you for 90 days.
Yeah, that's a lot of companies do that, bro.
Yeah. For the people, let's say for the people that's like they're going like out to these private schools, bro, and they're like in $100,000 in debt, and they're expecting like a high salary job. In reality, they're only making like 40K, 50K, and it's like you gotta look at all right. So I'm this much in debt, and I'm making this much every year. Am I gonna pay it off like right away? It's gonna take you like 10 years, 13 years. Because remember that one wrestler in high school, bro? I think that fool's name was Franco. Remember Franco?
Mr. Franco, the teacher?
Mr. Franco.
I remember him.
This dude's like, he was telling the class about loans, cause some teachers, bro, they help you out. Like, hey, like, you got to learn this about loans. Like some teachers, some high school teachers, they're like, here, just sign up for the loans and then get
the fuck out of my
office. That fool was actually passionate. He's like, I'm still paying off loans till this day.
Yeah, I had a professor in college, bro, telling us, like, watch out what loans you get, because I'm still paying mine. He says, yeah, I got this and that, but at the end of the day, like, I got more money because of my my more schooling and my degree, but it's like, damn, at the end of the day, like, it's not really, I don't really see it because I'm paying it for that. Maybe he'll see it in a couple of years, but for now, he's paying it.
Like I said, like, if you're going to school for a specific occupation, make sure that it's guaranteed. Make sure that you're going to be 100%. Fully 100% dedicated to that occupation. Because if not, if things don't go as planned, you're going to be stuck teaching at a middle school instead of going and working at let's say a big time high school or a college. Like, instead of going and being a professor at a university or something, or an Ivy League school, you're stuck at a middle school teaching for a couple bucks over minimum wage, and you're paying off your loans, your 90,000 loan for.
We're teaching some bitch ass kids.
You're
for a
teaching
lifetime,
some
fucking assholes,
grimy ass kids.
I was one of those
Yeah.
kids too, man.
Yeah,
Just
me
not
too,
giving a
bro.
fuck,
Yeah,
you know. And
and-
it's like,
I think we all were.
You get that
that should
35.
stress you the fuck out, you know. Imagine every day, you know, dealing with fucking little fuckers, you know.
Yeah, bro.
And it's every single day. Every day you come in.
I remember in high
You get in a
school.
fight with some
I
fucking
remember
kid.
I remember in high school, bro. There was this teacher, bro. He was a good teacher, bro. He was a history teacher, bro. These fucking kids, bro. Those fucking cholo kids. Those kids that think they're gangsters and shit. They got these little firecrackers, bro, and they threw it at him, bro. Simon, like it was planned out, bro. Because there was one guy sitting in the front, there was another guy sitting back. This shit was planned out, bro. It was like warfare in there, bro. And they all knew, like, at a certain time, bro, at 12:15, we're all gonna throw him, bro. And they once that fucking went right there, bro, at 12:15, bro, they got up, bro, and they threw it, bro. When he was turned around, and it all hit him, bro. One hit him in the head, bro. He turns around, he was like, "Who did it? Who did?" Dude, this dude was so
Fucking
red,
heated,
bro. He
huh?
was furious, bro. They called security guards, bro. Like, good thing we had like those little good girls, bro, that were like, you know what, it was this kid. I ain't say anything, bro. I'm not gonna say they were my boys, bro. I'm not gonna say that they were my boys. You get me?
You see 6ix9ine pop out? It was him.
6ix9ine in the back, like I know who it was. I know who he was, bro.
Hey, you guys see the comments on YouTube?
Yeah.
Remember on Brendan's job, it was like, yeah, that fool said something like 6ix9ine, you know, that fool mentioned him.
Yeah.
And dude, that shit was funny. That comment, bro.
Yeah, they're
snitches and shit.
Yeah, they're overusing 6ix9ine though, bro. I can't.
In the comments, have you seen that, Fernando?
Yeah.
About middle school, a similar story like that. So, I was kind of one of those loud kids in class, like, you know, just joking around, like just a joker. And so we had this science teacher, bro. I think her name was Miss Adele.
Ooh.
And she was a big girl, bro. And every time she would walk past us, bro, she would have this, like, the worst stench ever.
Ooh.
Like, she was smelly and.
It's the hygiene.
Well, yeah, like she didn't have good hygiene.
Oh no.
And fuck, I would some of the kids would tell her like, hey, like, you not like wipe your ass.
No.
Yeah, and she would get so embarrassed. Her face would get so red, and she would just walk back to her desk. And one time she cried, bro.
Dude.
The kids made her cry. And
kids are fucking dicks,
and
bro.
me being the even bigger asshole, bro. I went that day after school ended, bro. I went to Target, bro. And at the time, no, it wasn't I didn't go to Target. They had these like ice cream truck dudes that would come by, and you know how they had like those little, I think they're like they're called fart bombs, bro.
No.
You just squeeze them, and then they throw and they explode and smell like shit.
Yeah.
Well, we ended up squeezing one. We put it on her seat, bro, and she sat on it, and it exploded all over her ass. and she got so mad. She left the classroom unattended and walked straight up to the office. And when the security guards came back, they were walking like 20 feet behind her.
They want to get closer.
Yeah, they were getting closer, bro. And they all got it. They all finally got into the classroom.
Yeah.
And they didn't want to come in the door, bro. She was in the door and she was like explaining to them what happened, and they were like 10 feet out the door.
They're like, yeah, bro, we got it.
Yeah, she was like, he was telling you, she was like, okay, well, we can go home and we're gonna handle it from here. And she was like, no, I want to see which one of these fucking hoodlums put a damn stink bomb on my chair.
These fucking rascallions.
Yeah, she was like, I paid $100 for this suit.
No,
and I don't make a lot of money.
Oh,
she was like,
that's not right, bro.
She's like, I don't understand. She's like, I teach these kids. I put time and effort into making my lessons like viewable, like watchable, like trying to get the students' attention.
Yeah.
And then I get this, and I don't deserve this, and I just want to know who did it so that I can get an understanding of how I can change my ways so that this never happens again. And I look at her, bro, and I'm like, I don't know who did it, but whoever did this,
he got up his seat. He's like, you know what, bro? Whoever did it is fucked up, bro.
Yeah, I said, bro. I told her, I was like, I don't know, Miss Adele, but I feel for you, and I hope whoever did it realizes that, that's not right. That they should.
Bro, I feel like, all right, bro. I feel like she was more disappointed in you guys than mad, bro.
Yeah,
that's what
she's like, I put in a lot of effort in you guys. That's something.
You got a story, Fernando?
I'm just thinking about the fucking big ass stage.
I thought she was gonna put in her 2 weeks, bro.
Bro, you thought she was done, bro. What about you? What about you, Fernando? You got to.
I had a teacher that reminds me of that in freshman year, my biology teacher.
Yeah.
She was like country as fuck, like country as fuck. Like she would fucking eat every day. She would eat something, and I remember one day she was eating fucking elote, like corn on the cob, nomás así.
Yeah.
But she was just like while she was teaching.
Oh damn!
She was fucking that shit up. She had like a little fucking sartén with like 3 of them, and she was like, she was like teaching, walking around.
It's a lot of carbs.
Yeah. She was teaching and she was walking around and she was like blah blah blah. Like we were talking about fucking like cells because it's biology.
Bro, it was bulking season, bro. She didn't care about that.
And she was like
trying to get big.
She would get in like a chill like 5 words and then she's like
bro.
She's like,
but she fucking I remember there was a fight one time in that class.
Oh no.
And it was this girl. It was like
she just throws a corn at someone.
It was okay. The fight itself was like the worst matchup ever because there was like a little short girl.
I hate those matchups, bro. Those are
skinny.
Hey, there has to be a referee, bro.
And she looked like she was like 12, and then there was this big bitch, dude. She was like fucking like a football player, like shoulders and shit.
Hey, was she the ones with those big big bodies, small legs?
She had fucking big ass arms. She was tall as fuck. She was taller than me, and she was like some country girl too. And the little girl was a chola.
Oh.
So she was picking on her. She was like blah 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 blah, calling her fucking ugly. All this like girl shit.
Oh, that's uncalled for, bro.
But that girl, the country girl, she was like, bitch, you don't want it. She was like calm. She was calm as shit. And she looked at her. She's like, you don't want it. Like, trust me. Yeah. You don't fucking want it.
Oh,
the girl was like, la 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 la, blah blah blah, fucking fuck you, blah blah. Yeah. And then the girl stands up, bro, and it looked like
and she
like a fucking cowboy movie, you know, when they're in like
the standoff, the Mexican standoff.
But like she was like fucking like 7 feet tall and shit. This bitch was like stood up and shit and started walking up to her. And the little girl's like, the girl was like bulking up and shit. The girl was like, I'm not scared of you, blah blah blah. And she fucking grabs her, right there,
yeah.
And she fucking takes her outside.
Like
she grabs her like a fucking suitcase, bro. She just
like
picks her up and she fucking walks outside.
Shut the fuck up.
No, bro. Because the girl was fucking, she was like 4 something, bro. She was small, and the other girl was taller than me. She was like past 5'10" for sure. She was past like
she was like almost. We could say she was 6 feet, bro. Okay,
this bitch was tall. She was the tallest one in the class, and she fucking takes her outside. And she starts throwing her, bro.
Bro, at least she was polite though. She was like, "All right,
she took it outside.
I'm gonna take this little girl outside and show her something."
But she fucking picks her up and is like, blah.
No, like a
blah. I swear to you, bro.
Hey, like Hulk,
like you see this little bitch's fucking feet going.
Some Cortez or
Cortez. She was like, blah.
You see, blah. You see a pink Cortez over there, a pink one over there, bro.
She fucks her up, and then the teacher comes out, and she's like. This teacher was big. I mean, you have to.
So it was a good match.
Yeah, but the teacher comes out and she's like all fucking like she walks from her desk to the door and she's winded, bro. She's like, stop fucking fighting, blah blah blah. And then like the security guard comes and the big girl, you could tell she's been in fights because she fucked her up and she just left her there and she was just like on the wall like. I'm in trouble. I already know what the fuck's gonna go down. Like, I don't give a shit. Like,
but that's that David versus Goliath matchup, you know?
Dude, that little David was still on the floor.
Hey, Goliath won this time, bro. There's no David won, bro.
The security guard got there, and that little bitch was still on the floor, like,
bro, like a dead body, like the
and they picked her up, and they took both of them, and then we just everything like went back, de-escalated. You know, we sat back down, and then. It took like a quick second of everybody kind of like processing what just happened, and then they were like, damn, she got fucked up.
Bro, there's been a lot of fights where you're just like, bro.
There's some fights. I remember one time there was 2 girls that we fucking, like half the school followed, and they were like going and going.
Dude.
They finally fought by some park.
Yeah.
This girl was fucking. They fought.
Yeah.
And they were on the sidewalk, and they fell to the street, and the girl started fucking slamming her head onto the blacktop.
Yeah.
Oh my god! I was like, this girl's gonna die. Like,
Yeah, this girl's
gonna help this.
You didn't even care about the fight no more. You were just like, bro, is she okay, bro?
like, are you done?
Hey, who's your emergency contact? Let me call her right now, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, I saw this fight, bro. It was this big dude. It was this big black dude, bro, against this little small dude, bro.
Yeah.
They were both my boys, so I couldn't really choose sides, bro. But the big black dude just hits him twice in the chin, bro. His whole body bent, bro. His whole body, like, he hit him twice in the chin, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And
Fucking
he just gave up, bro. He just gave up, and he tacoed, bro. Like what? Yeah, like a taco, bro. He just bent, bro, and he just fell back, and he got up, bro, and he was like. He got up like, who the fuck? Like, where the fuck am I at, bro? And he got back up, but the bad thing, bro, there, you should have just called it quits, bro. No one was gonna make fun of you.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, nah, bro. He shakes it off. He goes back, bro. This guy fucking hits him again, bro. Tacos him again, bro. He got 2 tacos, bro.
And then, did he wake up another time? He was like, let's go again? Or?
Yeah, he went up again, bro, and he tried to take the black dude down, bro. Bro, there, bro. Just call it off, bro. Because this dude didn't go to school for another 2 weeks, bro. He had stitches on his face. He had like those eyes when there's blood in your eyes, bro. He was fucked up, bro. And he tried to play it off like, nah, bro, I wasn't fucked up. I took a vacation, bro. Like, nah, my boy, we know what happened, bro.
I've seen some fucking
shit.
I remember the worst one I saw was it was like a little mini fucking race war. It was like the Mexican skaters.
Oh, we had those ones.
Yeah, it was like the Mexican skaters against like Cholito black dudes or whatever.
Cholito black dude.
Yeah,
shouldn't be the opposite, no? Like the Cholo versus the.
No, well the Mexicans were all skater boys and shit. Like, but they were like. They would cause a ruckus too, but they just all skated together.
Race wars.
Race wars.
And it was a fucking. It was. We all followed them to this like. You know, like it's like where the dam is or whatever, and then there's a bunch of fucking dirt and shit. Like areas that see like a big open place, and they all started fighting. And I remember one of the fucking kids, they called him Lil Chris because he had 2 names, Lil Chris and Seven, the homie Seven, because he looked like he was like a fucking 7-year-old. He was like a tiny little shit.
Oh, he's insane,
yeah,
bro.
That dude was crazy. He grabs a fucking skateboard, bro.
No!
He grabs a skateboard and goes up to one of the black guys and fucking hits him in the back of the head. Oh my god, that fool was like, boom.
No! Dude, he died.
Nah.
No?
I don't
Bro,
think so.
he's dead, bro.
That dude was fucking for sure out. And then
bro, you don't recover from that, bro. That's brain damage, bro.
Yeah,
fucking just
your
hit him,
fucking
the
brain
dude fell.
just mushes in the back. Like,
but we fucking after like the fight started going on, we saw a SWAT car started coming up with the lights on and shit. Yeah. Like it was like coming towards us.
Yeah.
Everybody dipped, but
the dude was still knocked out.
Dude, no. Well, I don't know. I don't fucking care about that. I ran. There was a cop coming.
How do you guys know he's not dead, bro?
I'm pretty sure it would have been like.
And did they get him back? Did they get little Chris back or like?
Nah, they didn't know who it was. It was in between the ruckus. It just I was there and I saw that shit go down.
Saw little Chris.
I just saw his ass. He was like, "Fuck no," and he was like, blah. And the guy was like, "Boom."
I was about to say, were you in there? Or you were just
no, we were just watching. It was like our little Xbox party. We were like little good kids. All we did was fucking talk shit,
play
Modern Warfare and shit. But we were all there. And we started running, and bro, we were the ones that were getting fucking chased by the cop. Because the cop was just going for anything.
The cop didn't know, yeah.
Yeah, he was just going for any. It was like a group of like, what, 4 or 5 of us? We were fucking running.
Yeah, they're not gonna catch you guys, bro.
We ran the whole stretch, and then we jumped the fence. And once we jumped the fence, it was like a gate kind of thing.
Yeah.
But it was locked, but we jumped it. And the cop obviously is like, fly over that bitch. We got away.
We got some out of shape cops.
Yeah,
we got some cops that shouldn't be cops no more. Man.
I bet you in the beginning of the training they were all like, kind of
they were fit
as fuck. And then after they got the job, they're like, "Oh, we get free food."
They're like, "Oh, we get free food every Friday." Oh, it's a wrap.
Bro, they get free food anyway. Any drive-through,
they Danny's every day.
Norms. We see a lot of cops at Norms.
Oh,
that's the spot. Norms. Hey, shout out to Norms. They got a sponsor.
Shout out. Hey, sponsor us, Norms.
Yeah.
Hey, County Color will be talking about Norms too, bro. Norms. Hey, Norms. Sponsor us, man.
Bigger, better breakfast.
Even if you guys give us a little discount, bro. We don't care, bro. Just give us a little
shout out. That's that free, sponsorship right there, man.
But it's like, being that young, we were in middle school, getting chased by the cops. That shit was scary, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Because he was. Everybody dispersed, and we just kept running straight. So
I feel like Fernando's cooking up a story, bro. Come on, bro. Let us know what happened, bro.
Oh man, as a kid, right? We would play tag, and there was this like they were building a new. It was like a new gated community, a gated community, right? Yeah, they're building a new gated community.
Okay.
And me and a bunch of my friends would play tag, right? And it was right next to like a kind of newer like middle class neighborhood, and we would just run like straight through like wood fence. Like we would take that shit serious, bro. We'd take that shit serious.
No.
Like yeah, my friends, they're like little fucking monkeys. They would jump right over the wood fence, and you know, I was a chubby kid, so I just fucking ran through that shit.
You made the whole imprint.
Yeah, you just see my ass fucking run through the fucking the wood fence, bro. And all my friends were like, "What the fuck?"
They'll look up, hey, bro. They'll look up to you, bro.
Yeah.
At that point, bro.
Yeah, he's fucking crazy. He's like, that fucking wooden gate didn't phase him. He's still running at full speed.
No.
You broke it, right? You went right through.
I went right through, bro. Some cheap ass wood.
Hey, my boy, you were breaking records, bro.
Yeah. Bro, and I guess I ended up breaking the wrong wood, and I guess I broke it into like where people were actually living in houses. And
I'm watching a movie.
I was running, bro, and my friend he jumps over the wooden fence, and I go through it, and I hear a splash, and I was like, "What the fuck?" And I run straight through the fence, bro, and I fall in water.
Bro,
He's in the water, bro. We get up, and it's like these old couple, and they're butt naked in the pool, bro. Straight skinny dipping it, bro. I never seen so much sag skin in my life, and they're like, "What the fuck are you doing back here?" And they get out the pool, and they're like, they start calling the cops.
Bro, dude, your homie.
And no, we stood there. We're like, fuck, they're gonna catch us anyways. They're like, all right, fucking call the cops. We did it.
Just fucking up your fucking shit, but call the cops.
And we're sitting there talking shit to the old people. Like, I swear to God, bro, they called my mom. She's at work. She's not gonna come.
I can just imagine no maniac just
I kept telling them, bro. I was like, look, she gets off at 9. You gonna wait till 9 o'clock? Fucking old people sleep early, dog.
They're out by 7,
yeah, bro. The cops come, right?
That's crazy, bro.
And we're telling the cops, like, we're just playing tag, and I don't know what happened. I fell, and I broke the fence. And yeah, and they're like, okay, it's understandable. You guys are just playing.
Some kid just went through a fence.
Yeah, he's like, you gotta understand.
That shit happens. Dude.
Yeah, you're running through private property. He was like, we're gonna have to call your parents and have them pick you guys up from the station.
Ooh.
And bro, I look at my friend, and he looks back at me.
You guys bolt.
We dipped on this fucking cop, bro. He was a big cop too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that dude was big. I was like, fuck. He's gonna catch one of us. Bro, I'm a dick, bro. I threw my friend back in the water.
Oh, no.
And I ran, bro. I dipped. And the cop didn't chase me, bro. He just stood there with my friend. Yeah, he took my God. My homie's parents they don't care. Like, like they're his parents. Like, they care about him, but like shit, like if they had to pick him up from the police station, like I feel like they took like fuck, like, you know, like we did that shit when we were that
yeah, age. They'll take it like that. Okay,
yeah.
They'll understand it, bro.
Yeah, fuck no, bro. My mom would have beat my ass for weeks.
Should have
took my Lego set, bro.
Should have ended
this
you.
This is like, what age were you when you're doing this shit? What age?
Bro, I was probably like 8, 9 years old.
And you went through a
phase. You were a big dude, huh?
Yeah, bro.
Shit up, man.
Straight fucking shoulder first.
Bro, okay, now I can picture it, bro.
Yeah.
It's like a shoulder check, bro. He's going in straight like this.
Bro. I played football all throughout like my younger days. I did football and wrestling. What the fuck? I have another story. Fucking when I was doing wrestling, we had this big girl. Her name was Georgia, bro.
Bro, she sounds big, bro.
She's big, bro. We wrestled the same weight class.
It's like in high school? Or?
In high school. But we were friends like from we were young, bro. We both grew up in the same neighborhood, and we moved to the States at the same time when we were 12. So I was born in Mexicali, and fucking so we came to the States, and we both moved. Our parents are cool. And so we moved to the States, and we joined the wrestling team here, because the wrestling team over there is like different. It's kind of like, it's just like a free for all. It's like off season all year long.
Yeah. Oh shit.
And when we came here, we joined the same weight class, and it's co-ed in high school, so you got to wrestle boys and girls. And so first we were practicing, bro. The practice here is like so intense.
It's like a lot of cardio. Huh?
It's a lot of cardio.
Yeah.
And fucking we had our first match. We were wrestling this school called Sultana High.
Oh shit.
And so we're wrestling, and she's wrestling a dude, right?
Dude.
And this dude, he's kind of like keeping up with her, like they're both like avoiding points.
Yeah.
And so in the middle,
him because of the boner, bro.
Yeah.
Because she got offended, bro.
Yeah, she's like, what the fuck? Like she considered herself like one of the guys when she would wrestle.
Yeah.
Like she didn't like when you would see her as a girl. Like she wanted you to see her as an opponent. You know, like she took it competitive, like me. Yeah. Like I went state CIF 2 years in a row, and she went with me. And there was a year where we both won. First place, and we took that home. We took those trophies home, and ever since then, she took it like so serious. And the first match of the year, bro. She gets a guy who pops a boner, and when you pop a boner and the ref sees it, it's an automatic disqualification. So when she seen that, she was like, you know, if I get this win on my record, it's gonna be like unearned. Like I got it for an automatic. It's an automatic win.
Yeah. It's a disqualify.
Yeah. So that's how she took it.
Very.
He just fucking broke his cock, man. That's
bro.
That's horrible. That's the pain.
The pain, yeah.
I wouldn't want to go through something like that, man.
That's like the worst, bro.
I just mad, bro. That shit ain't never gonna be the same again.
It's not, bro.
Probably.
It's crazy, man. Fuck.
That's crazy, bro.
But that's it for Georgina, bro.
Georgina, what is she doing now, or do you know?
I don't know, bro. Yeah, we split after high school.
You think she might have like been? You think she's like wrestling somewhere? Or
yeah,
like maybe like college,
maybe? WWE.
No, the last time I talked to her, she was going to a college in Pennsylvania.
Ooh,
wrestling out there.
Wrestling. That's pretty cool, man. Damn. She broke that dude's boner, bro.
She broke him, like.
What did you guys? Let's talk about UFC 44 recap. UFC 244. Man. How was it, Fernando? This was your first MMA fight.
It was interesting. It was just the last fight, the title fight, like what we came for.
Nate Diaz and Joy Masvidal.
Yeah, just
a good ass fight, man.
They stopped it.
It a little. Some say a little early. Some say it was.
It was early. It was the third round.
Yeah, third round.
But like they stopped it like early, as in like he could still be fighting. You know, like
because even he said he's like, oh, Diaz was like, my plan is in the 4th and 5th round or whatever to like lay that shit down, but.
I feel like he was picking up momentum, but I feel like all 3 rounds.
But all 3 rounds they went to Joy Masvidal. You can't cut him out.
If you ever look at Nate Diaz fights, it always happens like that. Like he always gets his ass beat in the first 3 rounds.
100%.
And then he fucking just lays it down.
Yeah. Like, in his last 10 fights, I'm not wrong, but I'm pretty sure I'm right, but. The thing in the last 10 fights, he always gets that cut.
That tissue down, yeah.
He has so much scar tissue on his eye that every time he gets contact in that area, it splits open.
It just splits open.
But shouldn't I feel like he should be more kind of like cautious? Then,
yeah, because that shit hurts him, you know.
Yeah, because it's like if he knows that that's always gonna be against him, he should watch out with those, you know. Because he got him with that nasty kick, bro.
That knee was it a knee or a kick?
I don't know what it was.
A kick, bro. A kick, yeah.
Was it a kick or
he got kicked to the face, bro.
And that's what caused him that. You know, it stunned him too. If you could see,
stunned him, bro.
Yeah, then he was hurt.
1 second later, bro, this shit just starts gushing out, bro.
Yeah. When blood gets in your eye, bro, that's all bad.
Yeah, this was still fucking giving him a good.
He was still that Gaslam one was
Gaslam until the British did and the Vato.
It was.
Is that the one where they were just kicking? Like
yeah,
the whole
That one was kind of like
when the Gaslam win, bro. Would have been like, hey man, we didn't settle it the first one, you know. We got all 5 rounds.
Easily.
Give my title fight next, you know. But now, Adesanya's gonna fight Yo Romero, and that's gonna be a good ass fight.
Most likely,
that'd be a good fight.
That fight was like that was kind of a real important fight. Like he had that belt made.
For the Mazda one?
Yeah, bro. What was it? Bad motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Special made, and now Nick Diaz is trying to hit Nate Diaz's older brother.
Nick Diaz, I feel like
he's like 170. He's like, that's my division right there.
It is his division.
That is his division.
He's a bad dude.
You know about him, Fernando? Nick Diaz, the older brother of Nate.
No, I just know Nate.
He's pretty bad too.
He's a bad dude, bro.
He's a good striker, but the thing I'm kind of like debating is that he's been out for 5 years, so he may have rust, you know. But in those 5 years, he been doing triathlons, you know. He's like a vegan, you know, kind of keeps his body, I want to say, more healthy than the regular individual.
Yeah,
you know?
he's not just being a piece of shit for 5 years.
But don't get me wrong, he's drinking too, you know. He's drinking a lot. So right now I'm kind of like, I don't know, but let's say, I was telling you too. Remember I was telling you the perfect card. The perfect card would be Nick Diaz versus Jordan Masvidal. Right? Let's try to make it. And the co-main event would be Conor McGregor and Nate Diaz. The trilogy fight.
The trilogy fight.
That would be probably like the best card in that year, bro. If they did in 2020, that would be the best card in UFC history.
Easily, yeah.
Hands down, man.
Yeah.
What about that one knockout, Kevin Lee and Gregor Gillespie? How's that?
Oh, when he knocked him out with that kick, bro. That shit
looked like a zombie.
Brutal, bro.
Oh, bro. Candlesticked him.
His whole body just felt bad.
Was that
Was that the one that was like in like fucking 5 seconds? Just
bros.
It was like in the first round, second round.
First round.
First round?
Yeah. No, you're talking about when Masvidal knocked out Ben, bro. He's talking about when he beat him in the head and he ended him, bro.
Yeah.
And I was going on that fight, bro. I was going for Ben Askren, you know.
I knew George was gonna win,
right there. George?
I knew George was gonna win, bro.
Masvidal?
Yeah. Really? The other was a bad dude too, bro.
He was
but it's
wrestler, bro. That's the USA champ of wrestling right there. Man. Just the eyes of wrestling.
Flew at him.
Soul left his body. I was like, oh no, this is gonna be a recovery.
And he just felt like, and he didn't even know where he was.
And he kept hitting him. Yeah, he kept hitting him. He didn't stop hitting him. He taunted him. He went like clapped on the mat. But it's like, he was talking a lot of smack.
But that's his character, bro, you know?
But some people, they take that offensive. They take that offensive. Like him, he's not that dude to be playing around like that, bro. His little
slogan was like funky, funky Ben Askren. That was a little roaster, little comedian. That's what I liked about him, you know?
Yeah.
That was like transparent. That was like kind of real, you know?
Yeah.
But that fool,
he's real, bro.
Yeah. You know?
Yeah.
But then he faced Demian Maia, and Demian Maia, Demian Maia's once you're on the ground, Demian Maia, bro, but there's no way of getting up. Because when Demian Maia faced Jordan Masvidal, bro, Masvidal was scared to go on the ground with him.
Because he was going to get him.
And and now for Demian Maia, fucking just won it. You know, with the grappling and all that, bro. He just overpowering Masvidal, bro, but after Demian Maia, it's pretty good too, man.
Yeah.
I was trying to get the belt, but it's kind of harder because I was an older dude, you know. Been in since.
Like that Thompson fight was good too. The kicking one. Remember when he just kept kicking him? Remember, Fernando?
In the leg?
Yeah. No.
Because I'm like, the one I'm remembering is when they just kept fucking tapping each other's legs.
No, that was the Gaslam.
That was the Gaslam.
That's the guy. No, the one previous. The one before that one. The one when it was just dudes like just
Thompson,
kicking,
Thompson,
bro.
and the Brazilian. I think it was Brazilian.
Yeah, Quinta.
Lavetti or no, what was this? It was Thompson against. I don't know. I forgot his name.
I think it's Quinta, no?
Quinta.
Quinta.
Quinta? No, fuck no. Quinta? No, it was some other dude. I think he was Brazilian.
I'll pull it up right now.
Thompson, bro. Thompson was he was getting him a good left hook because that was a sick ass striker, man. Thompson, sick ass striker, man. But that one UFC fighter, have you guys heard of the Wahara situation? His stepdaughter.
Oh yeah, stepdaughter got kidnapped. Yeah.
What the fuck?
Stepdaughter is. I guess she's still missing as we speak, and they have the guy. They have the guy behind bars, and I don't know if they're interrogating him or they're doing something, but they still haven't found her body, man.
Yeah,
she's dead now.
That's what a lot of people
pretty
are
sure.
To, bro.
Pretty sure she's.
But it's like,
sure,
he would have just he probably would have just gave her up. I mean,
she was a good looking black chick, man. She was good looking.
Yeah, she was like, if you see the comparison between the dude and like the girl was good looking, bro, and like the dude was like just a busted ass dude, bro.
Yeah.
And
you gotta keep in mind
always happens like that.
It always happens like that. But it's like, it's because everyone, when they think about like people that kidnap people, bro, they think about like a white dude or a weird old man in a van. But it's like people just like us, bro. It's like young people. It's
new models of cars.
Yeah, they think
people expect like a little minivan, a little crusty ass minivan, but in reality, dude, it could be like a Challenger. It could be like
it could be anything.
Like a new car, the Lino, 2016 Mustang.
Yeah.
People that don't expect, but there's a lot of stories going on. There's a lot of missing people going on
right now. It's that people. What's it called, man? It's like this thing. It's just
the
human trafficking is up right now, bro.
Remember we were listening to on the radio that the lady was like, and I ran.
Yeah, it's like, and it's kind of weird because it's like Uber is in it, bro. So it's like this girl from Uber. It was on Instagram, bro. This girl from Uber, bro. Something happened with her Uber driver, and she was saying that like, I was just trying to go to work, but this dude kept taking weird turns, bro.
Mm-hmm.
So when she said that she was taking weird turns, she's like, something ain't right. And her Uber driver pulled behind an SUV, a big Suburban, I'm guessing, and she saw that a bunch of dudes came out. But before the dudes were coming out, she's like, nope. She left. She ran to the nearest, like, it was like a gas station, and she stayed there.
Yeah, there's been a lot of occasions like an Uber, Lyft, those type of companies.
Because I heard that they're not liable, bro.
Yeah, they're not.
Dude,
something on the contract, bro. This was played smart, man. They think before, think ahead, man.
Because it's like
contracts.
Because they already knew, bro, that a bunch of sick people, bro. It's like the world we live in is not. It's not.
And also, remember that one shit that you told me, bro? It's like they have a pre-recording of someone screaming.
There's a thing, like, I guess, like, there was because some houses have video recording, and they were just the recording was just like of a girl screaming. But what was odd that it's like it was just a girl screaming like for her life.
Yeah.
But it sounded kind of like recording, like I feel like people might be using that to lure people, like mostly like women and stuff like that. And it's like I feel like these people it's an organization. It's something. Yeah, we're not gonna get into depth with that, but it's like it's something bigger than us.
We have to think like, where do they take the people that they get? They don't just fucking sell it to anyone. Like there has to be like
connections,
a market that you're taking the people to.
Black market, bro. Black market, bro. It's and it's like what they do with it. Who knows? It's like sexual thing. It's
I feel like mostly it's
harvesting even organs.
I was gonna say organs or like. To get it on.
Yeah, because there's a lot. If you think about it, there's a lot of sick people, bro. Mm-hmm. If you look at the list of how many kids are missing in California, bro.
Yeah, I think
it's like even start in fucking England.
250.
They eat kids there, dude. They drink their blood.
There's a lot of theories like that, bro. Allegedly,
they fucking do. What do you mean allegedly? There's evidence, bro.
There's all right.
They get what is that shit called in their blood?
There was
it's fuck.
That's that blue blood.
Blue.
It's adrenal something. Where they basically they harvest.
Are you talking about that shit that there was a documentary, but it was people that were originating in it was originated in like what was it, like Ireland or Germany or something like that.
Where they get so they get a kid, right? And they like scare him or whatever to get adrenaline released into his blood, and then they extract that. Ooh. And then they fucking get high off of that shit because it's adrenaline.
I didn't even know that, bro.
They just inject it towards themselves, or what?
But yeah, what they do is it's basically, so they have to get the kids adrenaline up. You got to think about how they do that. So they fucking
why not
scare them, torture the shit out of them, do whatever they got to do.
Yeah, why not an adult?
Like, why kid?
Like what Joel said, it's not the same.
No, it's
easier to scare a little kid than
a kid's adrenaline is going to be
stronger.
It's gonna be more potent. More potent
towards their body like mass. You got to think about it because they're small.
What do they do? Keep on going.
So they basically extract the adrenaline. And I don't know in what form it is that they take it. I don't think they smoke it. I'm pretty sure they like inject it into themselves.
Or like an injection.
Into their bloodstream or something. Yeah. But basically they get the adrenaline into their bloodstream and it's like the craziest high ever. Because it's like, it's natural. You got to think about it. It's like shit that's supposed to hit your body. So they just, and it's called that. Isn't it called adrenochrome? I think.
Yeah, adrenochrome.
Yeah. That's what the drug is called. It's like extracted adrenaline from kids' blood.
That's crazy.
It's fucked up, dude.
And they high off of that, or
yeah. They inject it, and it's you've had adrenaline reactions, right? When you feel like just picture that, but concentrated like as fuck.
At work, you know.
Bro.
Every day.
It's like hundreds of kids a day that they do.
They go missing.
They just go missing.
Stuff like that too.
Yeah, that they go missing and it's not like they juice them one time and they're done. Like they
just
torture them all day. Yeah,
they milk them like fucking like cows, basically.
Until pretty much they lose until they get 2 quarts out of them
a day, and then they just let them chill and they just keep reusing.
Well, in England there was an island, right? Island of kids. Have you heard about? I'm pretty sure the boat. Remember?
No.
We'll do that for another video, But it was just an island. And they'll take probably 100 kids on a boat.
Mm-hmm. You know what? I think I heard about that.
It was in England or somewhere.
Something about it. Yeah, I heard something about a boat where they would transport
just kids.
A bunch of fucking kids.
So they'll take 100 kids and only 5 will come back or some shit like that.
Oh shit!
I heard something about that.
I heard there was
none will come back.
There's I was looking at some deep shit. Pretty deep.
You were on that dark web.
I was on that. No. I wasn't on the dark web, but I was on that weird side of YouTube.
Dark art.
Yeah.
It was that weird part of YouTube, bro. When you go click on one video, then you end up to some weird shit. Mm-hmm. And there was, I'm not going to say what princess, but in England, I guess this, whenever she would visit places, they would already have, fucking kids, bro. So she could eat them, bro.
That's that. Well, I heard, a lot of politics,
they just eat them, bro, and they drink the blood, and they fucking It's like a fucking...
They had
protein shake times 10, bro.
Yeah, that's what keeps them looking young.
Yeah. Keep this in mind, allegedly,
Yeah, allegedly. We're not saying it happens, It's a bunch of rumors, bro. Put it that way, bro.
Well, there's a lot of kids that, especially in England, that are missing.
Yeah.
But there's no record of them missing.
It's I feel like maybe they get just cashed out, bro.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is there's no active search going on for them. There's no paperwork that they existed. There's they erase everything, their birth and everything. You get me?
Oh, so it's deeper.
That's what I'm telling you. That there's a bunch of kids that they've taken that are missing, but the kids technically don't exist.
Yeah.
There's no records.
The records are done.
I get you.
Records, yeah.
Did you guys? What happened?
So it's just how can you be oh, little Timmy's missing? They're little Timmy was never born.
Timmy.
Yeah.
Then it's the government, bro.
Oh yeah, just I'll give you a kid, but you gotta make sure my family, we get set.
Yeah, maybe because they're so maybe.
Imagine how much money they don't get off a kid. That shit can't be cheap. It's not gonna be some vial of fucking adrenal for $10 or some shit.
No, it's expensive.
That's what I'm saying.
It's for the wealthy, bro.
So
if
they can afford to pay these people that take kids.
You have more connections.
They can afford to pay them a good amount for kids.
God.
Did you guys hear about the Epstein Island? About the individual Epstein?
This dude.
Epstein Island. So this dude had. No one knows how he became wealthy. No one knows, because
no record, bro.
There's a lot of hedges or trust funds or shit like that no one knows how he got. So no one basically knows how he got wealthy. No one really knows. It's kind of low key. And this dude had his own island where he would just do crazy shit, just So he'll bring in a lot of like underage chicks, underage girls, you know, in the ages of like 13, you know, even 10 years old. That was his fetish. So he had a big ass mansion right there.
Pedophilia, bro.
Yeah, pedophilia.
Yeah.
And that one dude, our ex president. Keep this in mind. This allegedly, you know. So this may be true. This may be not be true, you know. But let's keep in mind that our ex president Bill Clinton flew with him. They say a record of 21 times to the island, and they have document allegedly. They have documents that he flew with him 21 times. So Bill Clinton was in it too, you know. But this guy Epstein, I guess he had so much power that in the end, you know, they were like, "Nah, if this guy speaks of something," because so he passed away. So he passed away in jail. But it's kind of
suicide.
Like they say suicide, but it's really suspicious of how he died. Really suspicious, you know, because they look at his autopsy and they look at his death, you know, and it's just like, all right, so this dude had a broken neck, so he had a broken neck, and it's like they say suicide, right? They say he just hanged himself, and the thing is, like, he'll have his members visit him, right? And they'll be like, he'll tell the members, like, this allegedly, keep in mind, but he'll tell the members, like, oh, they're gonna kill me, you know. So if the news says that I committed suicide, I didn't commit suicide. So he'll tell the people that will visit him in jail, right? So he'll tell them, like, all right, if I end up dying tomorrow, I just want you to know that I didn't kill myself, that they killed me. You know, they're gonna say that I committed suicide, but in reality, they killed me.
Yeah.
So this goes deep into the rabbit hole. Because this man, no one knows how really he got his fame, you know, but he had so much. So he was keeping so much secrets, you know.
Yeah.
So let's say he had secrets of Hillary Clinton. You know, let's say he had secrets of Bill Clinton. He was just a powerful dude in the end, and once you're a powerful dude like that, like you have this organizations, you know, you're part of like a big group like that, and they wanted this food, you know, they wanted this food cut, because he knows too much, you know,
it's because
he knows too much.
He knows too much, and he got caught.
Yeah, and he got caught. Plus, like this was like, right, this dude's like getting in trouble. Like we can't back him up no more. It's like the Mexican cartels, remember?
Yeah, it was at the point of no return.
Yeah, the point of no return, and they're like, look at this dude. This dude's like, all right, he's messing with our plans, you know, messing with our plans. Because the other organization, like, this dude's wilding out, you know, he's doing this. Let's take him out, you know.
They had to cut him off, right?
Yeah. And in the jail, the cameras, they weren't working.
Yeah,
you know,
of course
the cameras were working, and there's suspicious dudes going in his jail, you know.
Yeah, and that the what I heard, bro, I'm not sure if it's correct or what, but it was that the guy who was there, either it was his first day and he was doing like a 14-hour shift and he just fell asleep, or it was another guy who wasn't experienced and he was already overworked, which is true, but supposedly he just didn't see anything. He fell asleep.
And then the enemy that he was with was a buff dude, right?
Yeah, but they had separated him.
Oh, they separated him?
I think he was Italian, bro. Italian? He was a big dude, bro. He was a big dude.
Yeah, and then the cameras weren't working that day or something. It's like on that particular day when they kill him.
It's a big conspiracy, bro.
It's a big conspiracy, but allegedly, keep in mind, guys. You know, we heard it from
someone's
down
uncle.
The street, you know, but it's like, you know, a lot of shit going on, you know. But let me look at my notes. But that's just one, you know. That's just one, but
it's a lot of things, bro. There's a lot of organizations, bro, that traffic with the kids getting picked up, bro. It's
and like today's society, like more girls are, you know, they're kind of looking older, and it's like that's why there's like a lot of kidnapping, a lot of.
They gotta keep in mind.
To switch off the topic, you know, how's that Popeye's chicken sandwich? Have you guys tried it?
I've tried it, bro.
Yeah.
It's not all that. Chick-fil-A was better.
You sure?
I don't know. Chick-fil-A was better, yeah, bro.
I want to say half and half, bro. You know, it could on some days it could be better than
the
Chick-fil-A on Sundays, nah.
Well, for some people it's live, bro.
Yeah, bro. People are getting killed over one fucking chicken sandwich, bro.
Yeah,
bro. There's
already stabbing fucking sandwich. There was a rumble, bro. There was a rumble at a Popeyes, and a lot of people think when I say rumble at a Popeyes, it's a customer. No, bro, it was the staff, bro. Yeah, the staff old lady just had a big rumble, bro.
Are you talking about when that dude body slams that old lady?
No, that's another occasion from. That's another occasion. That's
bro. I don't know what happened on the inside, but I seen the video where the guy, he comes out.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I'm assuming she said some racist shit.
Yeah, she said the N-word, bro. She said the N-word, bro.
Yeah, he
wasn't feeling it.
Yeah, he picked her up and slammed her.
And it was. Don't get me wrong, like if that would have been me, I would have been like, "Fuck it," like you're just like you're racist, whatever.
Yeah.
Just keep on going because you're dealing with people like that, bro. You're dealing with people. Sometimes you just gotta brush it off.
Yeah.
This who comes, it's old lady too, bro. Comes outside, just picks her up, body slams, WWE move, man. Shit, you see like in WWE.
He did the John Cena finish move on her, bro, because she was screaming,
she was
bro.
and then I watched the video. And the lawyers, the
for the white girl,
for the white
lady, yeah,
the white lady, she's like, yeah, she had a broken, I guess she broke one of her ribs and this and that. I'm like, damn, but she was old too. She was old. You got to keep in mind.
Yeah.
But a lot of people were you seen the video, right?
No, I'm just picturing it. Like,
no, it's pretty bad, bro. Yeah. And then a lot of dudes were like, yeah, that's what she deserves. We're going one boomer at a time and shit.
Yeah, and the boomer means.
I like how there was all that people right there and nobody helped her.
No one helped her. All the custody.
Everyone was like sided with the black food, but it's like, dude, come on, dude. It's like it's
at the end of the day, it's
but you gotta keep in mind she'll say racist shit, but you can't just like slam that bitch,
Yeah.
He snapped.
Yeah.
I'm not saying what he did is right, but it's like he's working at a minimum job wage, bro. He's dealing with a lot of shit, bro. We don't know what his backstory is, but it doesn't justify what he did, bro. 100%, bro. He body slammed an old lady, bro. He body slammed abuela, bro.
Yeah.
Watching it? Oh. Yeah, Fernando, it's bad, bro. It's bad.
We'll try to put the clip right here. We'll insert it. Of the
God.
getting body slammed. Popeye's employee, but
it's bad. And then there was another incident, bro, where a guy got stabbed like 17 times, bro. On the line, I think.
Have you seen the I think it's a video of this lady, right?
Yeah.
And her son called the cops.
Yeah.
And I think the girl, she had worked at Popeyes or something, but the kid, he calls the cops and he's telling the cops like, I need help, like my mom's trying to kill me.
No.
And you can hear the mom in the background like he needs to die, like
that chicken sandwich.
Like she's just out of it, like
causing a lot of destruction.
She's mentally ill. Yeah. He keeps telling the dispatch like she's gonna stab me.
No.
And the cops come. And, bro, the kid walks out the door, bro, and he was stabbed, like, 25 times. And this kid's, like, 5 years old. He should have been dead. Like,
and he didn't die.
I don't know if he... the last time when I read up on it, he was expected to live.
Ooh.
Yeah. But 25... He was stabbed 25 times. Like, you can see his body. Like, you can just see all the puncture wounds all over his chest.
Yeah.
Those long hours, bro.
Yeah, and fucking and the cops roll up and they're like all in shock. They're like, "Whoa, like what's going on? What happened?"
Yeah.
And they go in and they're like trying to tackle the lady, and the lady grabs one of the officer's guns. They lit her ass up.
And what's the cause of it, or what happened? Like, why did she end up stabbing was it her son?
Yeah, it was her son. Like, I think she was just fucking like mentally ill or something.
And she was working at Popeyes?
Yeah, I think so.
Fucking Popeyes, bro.
What do you think? What was the cause of that?
It's probably
she had a bad chicken sandwich, bro.
That shit was
She stabbed her
with
son.
The chicken sandwiches, bro.
She stabbed her son 25 times, bro. Like, come on now.
She's
5 years old,
there, bro. Then
the kid's 5 years old, bro.
5 years old. He can't really defend himself. It's like
defenseless kid.
Yeah,
like
defenseless kid.
He was so scared, bro. He was just like,
my mom. Was it? Was a white family, black family?
Was black, yeah.
Black family.
Yeah.
A lot of shit be going on, bro. A lot of shit that.
And this is where location.
East Coast for sure.
No, this was out here.
Yeah.
Here?
Yeah. Yeah.
Remember they cut up some lady by that hair salon place next to Chuck E. Cheese?
Yeah.
They fucking fucked her up right there in the shop. There's a lot of shit that's like...
There's a lot of shit that a lot of people try to cover up.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, like if you hear from someone and but a lot of shit that happens, like when a mother kills a kid, they're not gonna public. They're not gonna try to put it.
That's weird. That's like
it's because that's unheard of, bro. They're gonna try to like lower it down, bro. But this shit happens, bro. Like that one lady in Ontario, bro. She killed her 2 daughters, younger daughters. She just killed them, bro. Mental illness, who knows, bro. But
it's like, is it like something that's kind of like built on, like from days, from days and days, weeks and weeks, or it's just something that just happened? That could just happen like 1 hour and there.
I think it's like both, bro. Like
it could be both, bro.
Because something has
like a lifetime of dealing with them that pisses you off, and then they do that one extra thing.
But like to kill your like.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is these people like are already insane.
Maybe those people are like not right in the head to begin with, and they're getting triggered every day by day, and they just fucking snap.
Have you guys heard about that story about they made a TV show about it? It's where this mom, right?
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, she's convinced the doctors that her daughter has cancer.
Yeah.
And she puts her in a wheelchair and convinces her that she's paralyzed and
she can't have sugar. It's the something rose, bro.
Something like that, but
it's
like what's crazy is that all of the kids like her dysfunctions, like all her symptoms were based off of her mom's word. Like whatever the mom was saying, like the hospital was believing. Like there was no file of it that she went and got diagnosed with these cancers and these diseases. Like it was just all off of her word. And so the hospital was like, they were prescribing her prescriptions for like epilepsy and and all kinds of shit, like
she was a really like, I don't know if like it's because like there has to be there's more of a background, bro. Like her when she had
jealous
was the because the mom, because remember this happened when Hurricane Katrina hit. So when Hurricane Katrina hit, all the files that were in hospitals, they got lost, bro. So in reality, no one could say no and no one could say yes, bro, unless the test was ran, bro.
Yeah.
And whenever she would try to like another test to be run, bro, she'll be like, nah. And it was and she would just say her daughter had this and this and that, but like in reality, she was a normal daughter, bro.
Yeah.
She made her daughter believe, bro, that the only way she could eat, bro, is with a tube, bro, in the stomach.
Yeah.
And like she would eat that, bro. Like she would only eat with the tube. And it was the Gypsy Rose. It's a big thing.
Yeah.
And like she finally like she would make her own, like she would steal doctors' prescriptions, bro. So she would prescribe her own drugs, bro.
Yeah.
She was insane, bro.
Yeah, that's insane.
She made her daughter believe that she was sick. And it was crazy because it went viral. Like she didn't have to pay, like they paid her house.
Yeah.
They paid her car.
Yep.
They were paying all her cancer treatments.
That was nuts.
And there was no need. Like this lady was doing it for clout, bro. Like
deep clout, bro. But she got it, bro.
Clout's real, man.
It's
clout chasing is real. Man.
Yeah, and it's like it's sad because it's like the mom, and then the dad left because the dad was young, bro. Like the dad was young, bro. I think like the mom was like maybe like the dad was probably like 10 years younger than the mom, bro, when they hooked up, bro.
Yeah.
I think he was like 17 and she was like 30 or some shit. I don't know. Don't quote me on that, bro. It was some weird shit like that.
It was something off, bro. The dude left and she ended up getting like a boyfriend or something, and I guess he was like trying to be real, like he was getting real close, and he was younger guy too.
Oh, so he was she like envious of the daughter? Or?
No, the daughter was like she was like getting real close with the guy.
Oh,
and the guy was like, he was like telling the daughter about everything, and once she realized it, bro, she got fed up and she was like, I'm gonna kill this bitch and you're gonna help me.
Oh, that's what the boyfriend she met like but the boyfriend was off, bro.
Yeah, bro was fucking out of his mind.
They met through like a chat, remember? It was like a little
like they were perfect for each other, bro.
They were weird, bro, and like cringe, bro. Yeah, it's bad, bro. Yeah. And he basically like she convinced them, bro, like that the mom had to go, bro. and she stabbed the mom an outrageous
The
number,
kid, the
bro.
kid was supposedly
The kid, no. The girl with the cancer, she finally found out that it was fake. They told her that you can't drink sugar. She was drinking soda at night, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she started figuring out, like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah.
And she met her boyfriend online, bro. No one knows exactly how.
Oh, so she met a dude.
She met a dude online. They try to plot some shit because the mom had money, bro.
Yeah.
And she would like snatch it, bro.
Yeah.
And she snatched all of it, bro. Convinced the boyfriend that she had to go, bro. And she stabbed him 20 times, some outrageous number, bro.
Yeah.
And they try to move along and shit. Like, they try to move back home, like if nothing happened, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like, but it was like, nah, bro.
Yeah. And it was they did that shit so smart because wherever they were moving to, they shipped the knife by mail over there. So when they were looking for that shit, they had already moved it to where they were going to.
Yeah.
And they hadn't been there, so no cop is gonna go over there and be like, okay, it's here.
Yeah.
The only way they found out it like that is because whoever was over there had got the mail and opened it and seen the knife and the gloves.
Some shit, bro. And then, like,
Yeah.
what's weird, bro, that they're trying to give the guy, he's not right, bro. He has I want to say he has like some sort of autism, bro.
Yeah.
And he's not right, bro. And the girl's perfect, bro. She has no disability, bro, but she has trauma, bro.
Yeah.
So they're trying to, like, she's supposed to be out like in a couple of years, bro. The guy ain't bleeding.
So what ended up happening with the mother? Killed her? Or?
Dude, she's done,
She's
bro.
dead, bro.
She's done, bro.
So the daughter and the boyfriend?
Yeah, I think they both pled in insanity or something like that. Yeah. But it was so crazy how the neighbors and everything, how they said, I've never seen her walk. Ever. Nobody has ever seen her walk. Even in the house, bro. She would only walk in the house and that's why when you go to the house, all the windows are boarded up, like you can't see in, you can't see out.
Some sort of like maybe like tent, bro. I feel like it was.
Yeah, and
weird, bro.
It was crazy because when they would send her to therapy and shit, the doctors were like, well, for somebody who's paralyzed, should not have any type of leg muscle, like at all. And she has a like very active amount of leg muscle in her legs. And he was trying to tell her like she's fine.
And the
like,
mom would just flip, bro.
This bitch can walk. Like she can walk.
Yeah.
What do you got to think? What do you got to say about that, Fernando?
Just like, how the fuck did they go off of just her word? Like,
because
they didn't run tests. Like, bro.
There was in the show. If you watch the show, bro, there was this girl doctor, and she was like, no, something ain't right, bro. She was trying to get to the bottom of it, bro.
Yeah.
But the mom kept like, oh, why? She kept playing the victim card, bro.
Yeah.
But it's like, it's because they were living in that Katrina thing. So like, they just said the files were lost, bro.
Yeah. If it wasn't for that hurricane, bro, none of that shit would have been possible.
Yeah. And she did it, bro. She scammed every
bro. Hundreds, bro, thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. That's
a crazy situation.
It was nuts.
There's a lot of stories like that, man.
There is, bro.
If you guys ever sit down and actually watch, there's the documentary and then there's the TV show, and you can like the people that they found the match on the TV show was like
it's identical, bro. It's weird, bro.
It's so weird. Like yeah.
More to add, Fernando?
I want to see the show.
So I'm looking it up right now, but
let's go, bro. We should watch the show and then
react to it.
It's
gonna be kind of crazy.
We could be doing that, but is that a wrap for first episode?
That's a wrap.
It's a
wrap.
See how long it is. Yeah, dude, it's like past an hour.
It's a wrap.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Every Sunday we can meet up.
Every Sunday, but once I'm out of school, I'm gonna be working more, you know.
Yep. So hit that subscribe button. Stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
All right. Stay tuned
like
for
this,
some crazy ass stories.
All right.
Hopefully we could get.
We might be
get Georgina.
We might be opening another podcast.
7'9" Georgina
for our car club, the Los Pipis Boys.
But yeah, well, later on the goal of this podcast is to later on invite people, and we'll keep Georgina in mind, you know.
Bro, you can get
Georgina. If you're out there watching,
If she's out there watching,
reach out to me.
Bro.
Comment below.
Just
I'll reach back.
Yeah. And that's a wrap.
That's a wrap. Thanks for watching.